Hi, my name is Allison Lawton. I attended Cal Poly in San Luis Obispo, and I got a bachelor's degree in computer science. When I was in my core classes my junior year, there was a time that one of the professors in electronics, in the first class I was taking in electronics, told me in office hours that I was in the wrong class, I shouldn't be there, no women should be allowed in his class. And I was tempted to drop the class, but that was very intimidating, and I was the only girl in that class. The rest of my classes, there was probably 2 girls for every 10 guys, which was much better, but in that one electronics course, that was very intimidating. After I got my degree, I went and worked for IBM in San Jose, and I worked for a division of IBM called Rome, and it was networking and telecommunications, and I was a quality assurance test engineer. I didn't feel a lot different at that time than actually going to Cal Poly, because I got used to the fact that there was mostly men, and it seemed just like a natural progression from there. But as I got promotions and moved up into the administrative side of development and networking, I found that it was even more intimidating for people to expect that, oh, there was mostly men and less women the further up the chain you went. The only time that really stands out for me where it was just outrageous was shortly after I got married and moved to England to work for IBM. It came time for my review, and I had left one job in America and gone to a job in England. And so I only had a small portion of time where my work was being evaluated in England. And I didn't get a real high review because I was still learning. But I had to average it with my review, which was very high, from the rest of the year in America. And instead of averaging the 3/4 of a great review and 1/4 of average review, they just gave me an average mark for my annual review. And I questioned them about it, and the manager there said, "What's the big problem? You're going to quit soon now that you've married, and you're going to have kids, so this is really a non-issue." And I remember being shocked, and after I kind of picked my jaw up off the floor, I told the manager that when I managed a group back in America, if I had said those words, then I would have been fired, because that was absolutely an illegal thing to say, and that I was going to take it up with human resources. And he kind of looked at me dumbfounded, and he went to human resources, I went to human resources, and oddly enough, or not so oddly, justifiably so, I actually did get the average of the 2 reviews, and I got the higher rating afterwards, and he did apologize. But I think that also means internationally there were some differences in the way operations were run then to now, but it opened my eyes to the differences that could really happen in any environment.